Hi everyone, welcome to my chaotic corner of the internet. This video is going to take so long because I have so many shirts now, and that's why I wanted to do an update because I've gotten a lot since the last time I made a band shirt collection video, and I want to show you all of them. This one is for Pissanthropy, which is not a real band. It is the fictional death metal band in my book Storm Season. Last year I commissioned someone to make a Pissanthropy logo, and I made actual Pissanthropy merch, which you can get on Zazzle if you really want to. I'll have it linked in the description. But yeah, I have this in black, and I have another one in the pile that I'll show you later. This is the KMFDM shirt that I got when I saw them live for the first time last year. They were so good. Apparently they tour all the time, I just had never caught them before. This is the Godlike shirt. I've always really liked the art style that they have. The consistent, like, black and white with a pop of color really speaks to me. And I really liked this design, but I didn't realize before I got this that I hadn't actually heard the song Godlike. And then they played it during the concert, and I was like, oh my god! I just got that shirt! So now I know. This is my health shirt that I love so much. You may have noticed that I have kind of a pattern. I really like bold black and white styles, and I think this You Will Love Each Other one is really cool. But the back is the coolest part. I'm a big fan of shirts that are like a little edgy, a little controversial, and this one is one of my favorites. This is one of my Oceans of Slumber shirts. I have two of them because I've seen them twice, and I think I bought this before I even saw them live, and I bought the other one when I saw them live. But I love Oceans of Slumber. I've gotten to meet them twice now. Very nice people. Cammy Beverly is amazingly talented. But yeah, I love Oceans of Slumber, and I love the fact that this one is gold. I feel like gold band shirts are really underdone. This is the long sleeve 9 Inch Nails shirt that I got when I saw them at Shaking Knees. I've been into 9 Inch Nails since I was, you know, the appropriate age, like a teenager. And I have seen them live a couple of times, but at Shaking Knees they played like every song that you can imagine, like every 9 Inch Nails song that people know they played. And that was really cool. They were playing for like 3 hours or something crazy like that. So I had to get a shirt. I wanted to get the Molchat Doma shirt there because that's actually who I went to Shaking Knees to see, but they didn't have any merch, so this was also good though. This is the Opeth hoodie that I've owned since I was a teenager. Oh, also it smells like a campfire right now. I wore this on New Year's Eve, and we had a fire outside, and smells like barbecue. The like kangaroo pocket has been unraveling this whole time. One of these days I should really sew this thing back up, but yeah, this is definitely one of my prized possessions. Anyway, back to Shaking Knees. I also got this shirt when I went, and it has all of the artists on it. Everyone who was there in 2022. That was really fun. That was like my first ever music festival. And honestly, I'm not a big festival guy because like usually I won't even know or like most of the artists they're playing. But Shaking Knees was cool. Like I said though, I mostly went for Molchat Doma, who played on this day. They're right there. You can barely even see because they're like so small, but they're on there, I promise. And then they actually toured Atlanta like again a few months later or something, or like next year. No. So I saw them again, and I'm also seeing them again in February because I really like the mulch. I love those boys from Belarus. But yeah, this was the first time I saw them, was at Shaking Knees 2022. And I went for the whole weekend, which actually I didn't. I went for the first 2 days, and then we didn't go back on Sunday because it was just exhausting. This shirt is from when I saw Opeth in 2011, their Heritage Tour. I think I showed this one before, but it actually doesn't say Opeth anywhere on it, so it's kind of funny. You just kind of have to know who it is. This is my Aesthetic Perfection shirt. I got it when I saw them. And it says Fuck Industrial in the back, which is like my favorite song of theirs. I don't wear this very often because I like decided that I was gonna get creative with it, and I cut the collar off, and now it's just like, it's more plunge than I want to wear a lot of the time, but I still like this shirt. I still like Aesthetic Perfection. I just kind of wish I hadn't done this to the collar. I don't know what possessed me. This shirt is from when I went to see Jeff Rosenstock. I was going to see it with one of my friends who is a big fan of his. I like Jeff Rosenstock well enough, like, to go with someone else, but going by myself, I felt kind of out of place. But I like the shirt. This is my Provoker shirt, my Spell Strike shirt. I've probably owned this since 2021 or 2022, whenever Spell Strike came out. I bought it before I ever saw them in concert, and it's one of my favorites because it's such a cool design. That was like the first post-punk band I got really into. I got my Ghostbath shirt. It has Self-Loather down the arms. I do love a nice long sleeve. It's got nothing on the back. I like a long sleeve, but I wish it just said, like, had the logo all the way down the sleeve. I love that classic black metal style where they just have like logo, 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 logo. I think I've seen Ghostbath twice. I was gonna go a third time, but that was when I got COVID. So yeah, I've only been twice. But I like Ghostbath. I met Dennis the previous time, and he was really shy and kind of awkward. I was like, oh my god, I love your music. He's like, wow, thanks. Like, I'm not as into DSBM as I was when I first made this channel, but there will always be a soft spot in my heart for Ghostbath. I know y'all have seen the Katatonia shirt before. Same thing though, I wish it had the logo all the way down the sleeves. But I always get compliments on this one, because the design on the front is so cool. People are like, whoa, what's that? And then I get to spread the good word of Katatonia, so it works out. And I've seen them live twice now. I don't think they were here in 2024 though, because Spotify would have told me. That's how I find out about like every show I've been to, is Spotify's like, do you want to get tickets? I'm like, actually, yeah, I do. This is my Immortal bird shirt. Big fan of the front design. I'm not sure what all is going on there, but it looks like it was fun to draw. And then the back just says Immortal Bird. Immortal Bird is really cool. I got to see them in concert. I got to meet them. They're pretty chill. I got to talk to the singer about our cats afterwards. We were exchanging cat pictures, so that was fun. I'm editing this video right now, and I don't know what that very visible, large, like, wet-looking stain on the back of that shirt was. I'm gonna have to look into that after I'm done editing this. This is my Tumultuous Ruin shirt. I have been Instagram friends with this dude for several years now. And we talk every now and then. This is like legitimately an internet friend of mine whose shirt I happen to own. This shirt took forever to get to me because I moved like around the time that he sent it out, and it just took a while to arrive, and then I had this fiasco with like changing my address, and the original long sleeve I ordered never actually got to me, but he just happened to have another one in my size, like the last remaining one, so he sent this one to me. I still have no idea where the first one ended up. It's got symbols down the sleeves, it's got text on the back. It's also dark green, which I love, but it's also a little bit harder to see because it is dark green, but that's what that has going on back there. If you like black metal and you hate fascism, definitely check out Tumultuous Ruin. This is my Parálisis Permanente shirt. I know y'all seen this one. My big Parálisis Permanente year was like 2021. I still like them. I still listen to them every now and then. I wouldn't say I wear this shirt all that often, but that's mostly because I just don't think about them as much as I did when I got this shirt. I'm pretty sure I've already talked about my Stabbing Westward shirt, but if not, this is it. I got it when I went to their like reunion tour, which I was so surprised that they even did that. I thought they were like over. And like when I saw Stabbing Westward was touring, I was like, there's no way I'm missing this. I liked this band when I was in like high school. I still like them, but I remember being in high school, hearing Save Yourself on the radio and just being like, this is the exact genre I like. What is this? So glad I got to see them live when I had the chance. This was the first Molchat Doma shirt that I owned. I got it for Christmas from my mom, I think in 2021 or 2022. And I like that it's orange. I also think this was like a limited edition design or something, but yeah, big fan. When I first met Noah, when I moved, this is one of the things that he gave me as like a housewarming gift. This is from a Nine Inch Nails tour that never actually happened in 2020. I guess that they were gonna tour, already made all of the merch, and then didn't tour for obvious reasons, and I think they like sold their merch and all the profits went to like paying back the personnel that would have helped them tour. Something like that. Noah could tell you in much more detail, and maybe he will actually. I'm gonna do a Q&A with him pretty soon, which I'm so excited about on here, Q&A video. And I'm looking forward to it, and I might ask him to explain this better during that video. Don't let me forget. Anyway, this is that, and then this is what the tour would have been if it had happened. And it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat shirt with a really cool story behind it. Also, I like that it's like all the stripes are kind of rainbowy. This is my other Oceans of Slumber shirt. I've already talked about how much I love them, but this design is so cool. I love the head with the flowers coming out of it, and it's also shiny. It's made of some sort of shiny material, which means I don't wear it that often because I'm like worried about the shiny stuff wearing off, although it hasn't yet, and I've machine washed this thing so many times. This is my other Katatonia shirt. It's not as fun as the other one. I like that this one is a little bit more minimalist. I also like the short sleeve because not every season is long sleeve season, despite what people may tell you, especially not in Georgia. So it is nice to have a Katatonia short sleeve. I just wish there was more going on. I think I already told you how I inherited the shirt from my parents. They were like, we're not wearing this, do you want it? And I was like, sure. And then like, I haven't worn it because I feel like a poser. Like, I don't think I can name a single Yes song, but it's a really cool style. This is one of a series of like retired band shirts. I really don't wear this one very often because I'm not as into AJJ as I was. I got this when I saw them, I think in 2019, and it's like a cool design. I just kind of don't listen to AJJ anymore. This is another one that's retired, unfortunately. This is my Violet Cold shirt, and the dude from Violet Cold is just such an edgelord on social media that I kind of can't stand listening to them anymore. But this is still the coolest design that I've ever seen. It's just that it's like peeling off. So I haven't really worn it in a long time, and at first it was to like preserve the rest of the logo. But also I haven't worn it in a long time just because I kind of don't want to support the guy anymore. It was my prized possession for the longest time. This was my dad's band, Red Sky Muse. They only had one show and they made merch for that show and then they broke up. My dad still plays guitar, he's just not in like a formal band anymore, but I'll never forget Red Sky Muse. This is my Kikagaku Moyo shirt, and I only learned like a few months ago that they broke up, which is kind of sad. I saw them in November 2019 and they put on a really good show. I still have this shirt and it's still one of my favorites because the design is just so cool. This shirt is from when I saw IAMX in 2023. That was the tour. IAMX was really fun, really danceable. I also realized I didn't know as many songs as I thought I did. I forget what the rest of the merch looked like. I feel like this wasn't my #1 choice, but I still like it because it's kind of more subtle. And I like what they did with the logo that's kind of reflected. I got this when I saw Dark Funeral. This was during the Decibel tour. I think that was also 2023. Once again, I'm going to have to flip this around so you can actually read the back. I mean, maybe you still can't, but that's that. To be real with you, I thought I knew Dark Funeral. Like, I knew a few songs of theirs. Apparently they were not the popular songs. And so I went to see them and I was like, I don't recognize any of this. And there was this guy at this show who like approached me and he was like, I've seen you at like 5 shows. Who are you? And I started talking to him and it turns out we had really similar tastes. And he had the set list up on his phone and he was showing it to me and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know any of those songs. But I didn't say that because I don't want to feel like a poser and I already bought the shirt. But like, my favorite Dark Funeral song is, I think it's called An Apprentice of Satan. And they didn't play that. It's still a really cool shirt. Very blasphemous. This is Sylvaine. I still haven't seen Sylvaine live. I bought this in probably 2020 or 2021, one of those years. It's almost kind of like the IAMX logo with like this part in the middle. I just realized that. Yeah, it's kind of a minimalist design. I wear this shirt whenever I'm not sure if a band shirt is appropriate for the occasion. I'm like, I'll wear my Sylvaine shirt and no one will have to know. I like Sylvaine. I would gladly see her if she ever comes here. I think there was one time that she did tour here, but I had something else going on. I think there was like another show happening at the same time that I went to instead. But Sylvaine, please come back to Atlanta. I'll actually go this time. This is from when I saw Mdou Moctar. I love this shirt. It's one of the only like green shirts that I currently own. It's got the band on it and it has something written here that like I don't know what this says, and I tried looking it up. Mdou Moctar is like a virtuoso guitarist from Niger. He is from one of the nomadic tribes, and they speak the language that I think is called Tamashek. So I'm pretty sure this is in Tamashek, but I'm not sure what it says because I tried looking up the alphabet. Obviously you can't just Google translate it. And I couldn't find anything about it, and like there's an Mdou Moctar subreddit where someone else posted this and no one knew what it meant, so I guess it's kind of a mystery. But yeah, I love this shirt, I love the design of it, and I love what it represents, which is that my dad and I were gonna see Mdou back in 2020, and then that didn't happen for obvious reasons. And then finally, last year, we got to see Mdou, and it was amazing. Everyone in the band is so talented. The drummer was going crazy, like it was so fun. I went with my dad and a couple of friends, and we had a blast. I know I've already talked about this one. I have not really thought much about this band for a few years now, but this is still like such a cool shirt. And on the back it says "Muerte al traidor," which means death to the traitor, which like, that's a really intense thing to have on the shirt. But yeah, every time I wear this, people are like, oh, that design is so cool, oh, who is that? And I'm like, you should check out KMFDM, even though I don't listen to them that much. Maybe you'll like them, because they're still really good. I go through phases, I go through stan eras, and I'm not currently in this stan era. Doesn't mean they're not good, it just means that my attention span is horrible. This is the Deftones shirt from their spring 2022 tour. Every time I wear this one, people are like, oh my god, that shirt's so cool. I love this design, I love the screaming person, and then that's the tour dates on the back. I didn't actually go to the show because this happened when I had COVID. The one and only time I got it was a week when I was supposed to see Deftones and Ghost Bath. So my dad got me this shirt. I love it. This is a logo that you would never be able to work out if I didn't tell you what it says. It says Wolves in the Throne Room, somehow. Are you noticing a pattern? Everyone has like Old English text in the back of their shirts. Anyway, I love Wolves in the Throne Room. Can I name a single song by them? No. This is my first time seeing them. They really do sage the stage and like the audience before they start playing. Really good quality atmospheric black metal. I also love this shirt. That's like my favorite color, green, right there. This is my Spectral Wound shirt. I finally got one. I already had their Corkscrew. If you know, you know. I finally got to see them live and they were so good. So this is the Frigid and Spellbound shirt. I like it because first of all, Frigid and Spellbound is my favorite song of theirs, and secondly, it's purple. I believe it was last year that I finally got to see Spectral Wound, and they put on such a kick-ass show. And then afterwards I was talking to the drummer, who was such a nice dude, and I was like, yeah, I've been following you guys on social media forever. And we didn't get a picture together. Usually I get pictures with the musicians I talk to, but I didn't even think to do that then. I guess they were having visa issues and that's why they weren't able to make it to the US before last year, but I love this shirt. I wear it all the time, and I'm so glad I finally got to see them, and if they come back, I'm definitely gonna see them again. Speaking of purple, this is the purple Pissanthropy shirt that I told you about. We've already gone over what Pissanthropy is. You can get this shirt in any color, and you can get the logo in either black or white. I wore this to the Georgia Indie Book Fair. This is from when I saw Voivod with my bestie Nora, who lives in Denver now, which is so rude of her. But yeah, I finally got to see Voivod after liking them since high school. Well, no, since middle school actually. I love Voivod. I don't talk about this very much, but I love Voivod. There will always be a special place in my heart for Voivod. Also, this is my lucky shirt. I wore this when I made my video about the mystery song, and then I was also wearing this when I solved the mystery song. And I also wore this shirt when I got my tilt table test, and I got a diagnosis, so this is definitely a lucky shirt. I got this when I saw Pixel Grip. Big fan of the design. First of all, I like the fact that the shirt itself is kind of washed out looking. It's shiny. It's hard to explain. It feels flat. And I've washed it so many times and it's still like perfectly intact. Also, they put on an amazing live show. I saw them when they were touring with Health, and I was just blown away. I think we've already talked about Korine, maybe in the last video, but this is my Korine shirt. It's also like the most oversized one I have. I think it's a 2XL. That's the back. Yeah, I like this one. This is another one that I wear when like I'm going to an event. I'm not sure if it's band tee friendly. I love this shirt. I love Korine. They came back this year and I didn't get to see them again, but I got to see them in 2021, I believe it was, and they put on a really good show. This is my other Molchat Doma shirt. It's long sleeve, it's got the little logo in the Cyrillic alphabet on the front, which I love because I'm a big nerd. On the back, it's got the Itachi album cover, which is like my favorite album of theirs probably, and this shirt is one of my go-tos. I wear this all the time. Anytime it's long sleeve weather, you can see me in this because I'm obsessed with it. The first time I saw them was in 2022, maybe it was 2023 by the time I saw them again, but yeah, the second time I saw them I got that. This is my Alien Weaponry shirt. They're really cool. The back, I believe, says, "When the ocean dies, we die." Rest in peace, Numenorian. Numenorian broke up. You can look up the reasons if you want to. It's kind of unfortunate. Actually, it's really unfortunate. But I still wear this every now and then. Just because it's purple. It's my favorite design. I love it. And I think breaking up was kind of the right thing to do, given the circumstances. But I'm also sad that the circumstances happened in the first place. I don't really wear my Rammstein shirt that much anymore, but here it is. And there's the back. I got this when I was in Spain in like 2012, and I think this is actually like the first huge band tee I owned, and it was because like they only had it in this size. But I kind of ended up liking the vibe, and now I wear oversized band tees all the time. I vaguely remember there being accusations against Tilt, and I think it was dismissed. But I still feel a little weird supporting Rammstein now. This is my first AJJ shirt. Like I said, I've kind of retired these. I still like the design though. It's got a dog with a collar that says Sassy on it. This I got in like 2015? 2014? 2016? I don't know. It was like during my peak AJJ stan years, and you know, I'm not a big folk punk guy anymore. I know I've shown you this one before, but I still have it. My first band shirt ever from when Savage Garden came to me personally. No, when they came to my city in the year 2000, and my mom got me tickets for like my birthday or something, and I was like probably the youngest person in the audience. It's so yellow though, like you can tell how yellow it is, but like I will always hold on to this. I was wearing it as like a sleep shirt for the longest time, but I'm like, wait, no, that's an heirloom. This is a real rare Savage Garden shirt, so now I just have it hanging up, languishing in my closet. I know I've talked about this one too, but this is my dream System of a Down shirt that I really wanted when I was a teenager and never got it, and I bought it in like 2020 or something, and I love it. I just don't really wear it that often. I think because it's like vintage and I don't want to like overwear it, but every now and then I bust this out. I love this era though. I love this style with like the little mushrooms and the little animated guys and the elephant. It's just, this is so classic. This was like when I got into them. Y'all know I love my Unto Others Bat shirt. I wear this as much as I can. It's also one of the band shirts that like fits me the best. Like it's actually not oversized. I wear this like at least a few times a month, I think. They were gonna tour in November last year with, I want to say it was like Whitesnake. I think it was Wasp actually, but it doesn't matter. And they like got kicked off the tour for like not providing enough promotional materials, even though they said they did. And that was a whole mess. I really wanted to see them again though. Like they were gonna be playing like the day after Thanksgiving, and I was like so down, but unfortunately that didn't happen. This is my Unrequited shirt. I think I've already shown this on the channel, but it's another one of my go-tos. I love the moon. I got to see Saidan in November, and they were amazing. And I met this dude, Splatterpunk, I believe, and super nice. They're from Tennessee, and they play like Japanese horror-themed black metal. When I was writing my most recent novella, My Careful Fingertips, Your Heavy Eyelids, I was dealing with some writer's block like halfway through, and then the song Queen of the Haunted Dell came on by Saidan, and that like changed the direction of my book. So I'll always think of them as like a 2024 band for me. Also, they're really good. They play this like nice, like aggressive, clean, fierce, harsh black metal that's so fun to listen to. I got to see them at Mass Destruction Fest this year, which was super cool. There were a lot of artists there that I'd never heard of that I ended up really enjoying. But I mostly went there to see these guys, so I was only there for the one day. Because again, I'm not really a music festival guy. I learned from my mistakes last time. Okay, so story time. I owned the Emperor the Nightside Eclipse shirt when I was a teenager. I saw this guy at the mall who had like long black hair and was wearing the long sleeve version of this shirt that had Emperor all the way down the sleeves. I thought that guy was hot, and so I went home and listened to Emperor and ended up really liking them. And then I got this shirt and it was my prized possession, and then one day it just disappeared. And I don't know why. I don't know where it went. I have my suspicions that maybe my mom threw it out or something. But anyway, finally, last year, I got this shirt again. I'm reunited with this shirt. And I was so excited about it, and I'm still so excited about it, obviously. I got this shirt the first time I saw Blackbraid, which I only got to see like half the set, because that was at the Decibel tour. It's the same one where I saw Dark Funeral. I didn't realize that I got there like in the middle of the Blackbraid set, because I thought it was one of those things where like the number on the tickets was when the doors opened, but it was when the show started, and so I missed like the first half of Blackbraid's set and I felt so bad. But then I got to see him again with Wolves in the Throne Room, so that was nice. But yeah, I got this shirt the first time that I saw like half his set, and I really love it. I love the possessed deer or whatever. Really cool design. And believe it or not, we're at the end of the pile. So this is my Moonspell shirt. I have loved Moonspell since middle school. I finally got to see Moonspell in 2023. And in 2022 they were gonna tour, but then they had to cancel due to transportation issues or something. I'm pretty sure that's the timeline, but I could be wrong about that. I got this shirt when I saw them, and I love it. It's got a vampire on it. On the back it says, "You're a beast, evil one." Little blood splatters. They had a lot of really cool designs. It was hard to choose, but I went with this one because I liked the logo on it the best. This is probably one of their older logos. I love old logos. I feel like over time, every metal band starts making their logo less and less elaborate and more legible, but I always like the more elaborate, less legible, more evil looking logos better. So like the logo was actually a deciding factor in me buying this. But it was so exciting to finally get to see Moonspell after liking them since middle school. And my only regret is that my dad couldn't go with me, because like that was our thing. Like Dad and I also both like Moonspell and he wasn't able to make it. I forget why, but I went by myself and it was still really fun. That's the end. Those are all the shirts I own. I meant to say that's all the band tees I own, but I think it'd be really funny if those were literally the only items of clothing in my possession. Also, I'm editing in bed with Moriami right now. Life is good. Look at them all. Look at them. Alright, well that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. If you made it this far, go out and hug a tree after this. Go touch some grass. Do something else. Let me know in the comments which shirt was your favorite. Let me know if you have any of the same shirts. We can be twinsies. And I'll see you next time.